Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we have another episode of Animal Crossing Unedited Longplays. There is one particular thing right off the bat that I want to talk about. In a recent live stream of mine, I played Animal Crossing and I debated something regarding my island. If you didn't remember from the earlier episodes of this island, I originally just didn't really want to do a theme. In a way, I don't know if there's a word for this, but if there is a word for this theme, definitely let me know in the comments. But you know the vibe and appearance of an Animal Crossing island that they showcased in one of the original trailers for New Horizons. Well, I originally wanted my island to look like that, or maybe have like a very subtle, easy theme, if any. I didn't really want to time travel much or use treasure islands much, and I stuck to that for a while, and I enjoyed it. But I feel like I'm slowly but surely converting to doing those things more often again, and it's kind of made me realize something about myself. I tend to be the kind of player, no matter how hard I try and have tried repetitively in the past, I cannot keep an island for several months at a time. I have to continually make new islands. Whether I finish them or not, it seems to be the only way that I truly enjoy playing. Don't mind me running around and having Mabel chase me. I'm gonna get a new outfit. I don't know, I've noticed that I've been like that a lot, and now that I've kind of made peace with it, I'm not really gonna use labels such as a Forever Island anymore, just because I don't really see much of a point in it now. And the other thing that I really wanted to go over for today while I'm looking at these outfits is I'm heavily debating my island theme. Currently, instead of that neutral, very kind of plain theme, however you want to word that, I originally was gonna do that, and now it's a witchy forest core theme, and that's what I'm gonna work on until I decide further for the future. The other thing that I'm debating, if you've never seen my channel before, or if you haven't seen a lot of my older Animal Crossing content, I made a Coraline themed island and I called it Beldum. Coraline, one of my favorite movies of all time. I recreated it as best I could, made lots of references. It was super fun. And now, because it's been, I think, about 3 years, I've been weirdly, really tempted to just go and recreate it. But this time around, if I were to recreate that island, I would not only like essentially copy paste like certain things I used before, I would try my best to improve the quality, improve the experience on the island, improve just the appearance in general. So just recreating the island, but making it better. I was looking for a skirt for my character. You know, literally none of this matches, but sure, this can be our fit for the video. I don't know, I'm not really sure if I'll go through with it. What I ended up telling everybody on that stream, if you were not there for that, was that I'm gonna give this island, the Witchy Forest Core island theme idea, a good go for a little while. And then if I decide to, then I'll, you know, ruin that island, or I couldn't figure out if I could say ruin, cancel, or delete, because for some reason my brain just forgot that the word delete exists, but you know what I mean. You know what I meant to say. The thing is, I feel like I'm gonna make a prediction right now for you guys. I feel like I'm going to end up resetting and then remaking the Coraline Island, and here's why. I remember whenever I did that stream, I distinctly remember feeling very like giddy and excited at the second that my brain concocted that idea. And now, like, whenever I think of that idea, you can't see me right now, but I'm smiling very big about it. And on the stream, I was also smiling quite a bit as soon as I thought about it. And I feel like subconsciously, maybe that's my mind saying that I should go through with it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be really fun. Maybe it'll make me really happy. We'll see. On a different note, actually, we have a campsite villager. Let's go see who it is. Manifest for me that it's a good villager, or at least one that I don't hate. All right, here we go. Last second to make a prediction for who you think it's gonna be. Let's see, who is it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't remember what it's called, but there's a specific Pokemon that I swear looks like this villager. Okay, stop talking for a second so you guys could hear the sound that's playing. I think that's KK Parade. I think, maybe. Aside from Hypno KK, I feel like KK Parade is low-key one of the really scary KK Slider songs. And I feel bad about saying that, because I feel like it's supposed to be kind of like a fun, happy song. No, I find it very creepy. I feel like I've seen it used a lot in scary or horror-themed islands. I don't know, I just feel like normally whenever I hear that, it's typically paired with a scary island. Like, rarely do I hear that for a cutesy or a happy island. Oh, and after this, I think I'm gonna go talk to Isabel because I need to check my island rating. I think last I checked, it was on 2 stars. Wait, you guys. Okay, I just remembered this. Hold on. Yep, okay. Zooming in on the puzzle. You guys remember there was a trend a while back on YouTube. I'm assuming it was probably on Twitch as well because this was a really big deal in the Animal Crossing community. But do you remember the glitch that people would use with this specific puzzle? And it allowed you to like glitch yourself, I think, into a pool or something. Like there's things like an outdoor bath, there's pools, there's normal bathtubs that you can place outside because they're furniture, but you can't actually go in them normally. But I feel like there was an era in the Animal Crossing community where everybody was trying to get this specific puzzle so they could glitch themselves into the pool. Now that I think about it though, I think there was also another glitch at some point that was used in a similar way with that, but I think it led to a different outcome, and I can't fully remember what exactly the glitch was. And I honestly, knowing me, I very easily right now could be mixing up the 2 memories, so forgive me if I am. Oh, and silly me, I forgot to update you guys on what villagers I have. What am I doing? Okay, here you go. So right now I have Coco, Tasha, Flo, Lyman, Quinn, Colton, Tutu, Bob, and Lucky. Oh, you know what I could do right now? I need to craft a bench at the moment to put near my orange orchard. Given at first it was gonna be like a bright, like a very nice bright white or like a warm toned bench to match the oranges. But now since I'm gonna turn this into, at least for right now, a witchy forest core island, I am gonna make it like a black one or like a dark colored one. I think there's an iron bench, not iron wood, but like just straight iron. I feel like that could be good. And in fact, it doesn't necessarily have to be a black bench or a darker colored one, but it does need to, in some way, color or pattern wise, match the witchy or forest core theme. I'm gonna go up here. I think I can, never mind. I'm not gonna go up here. I didn't even realize that I didn't have my ladder. You know what, let's talk to Tutu while I'm over here. I'm very guilty of never speaking with NPCs enough whenever I play games. She's fishing, so I can't really do a whole lot conversation-wise, but that's all right. And then we'll go in here as well. I honestly don't remember which villager house this is, so it'll be a surprise for me too. Let's see, who is it? Oh, it's Coco. Let's see what DIY recipe she's making. Sorry, I was really focused on this. I'm currently crafting a log bench. I already know how to make a log bench, but thank you anyways, Coco. I appreciate you. It's kind of funny looking. Look at my character's glasses and eye area. One eye is covered by the glasses completely. The other eye is like slightly poking out, and it looks like I'm low-key giving Coco a bunch of side eye. I'm not gonna lie, that part of Animal Crossing New Horizons does kind of bother me with the DIYs. Like, it's cool and all that if you talk to them while they're crafting, they can give it to you, but I don't like being given the extra regardless. Like, if I tell them no, like, I already have it, or if they're like, hey, like, I saw that you already have it. I wish that they wouldn't give us the extra, at least sometimes. Or if we maybe selected a certain response, maybe that would mean that we don't get it. I don't know, I don't need it. I'm gonna toss it out. That seems so mean. Coco just made me a gift, and then I'm just immediately throwing it away in her trash. Not even mine. Like, look at her. Oh, never mind, I already stopped. I was gonna zoom in on her if she was doing something funny. Yeah, let's go around, talk to all my villagers. I really don't do that enough. I do also have a notepad, actually, where I made a list of the plans for the Witchy Forest Core theme. In fact, I'm gonna stop moving really quick, and I'm gonna read off that paper for you if you guys are interested. Okay, let me just turn the paper. Where did it go? It should not be that far. I hate it when you have a spiral notebook and then you accidentally fold it where the front and the back of it are on one side, so then you're just flipping through just the pages without like the hard part behind it to support it. I should be coming across it in a second. Okay, I found it. Sorry, I don't know why it took me so long. All right, so for the villagers, everybody in stream and I had planned out to have Portia, Coco, Rodeo, Kiki, Muffy, Poppy, Olive, Bones, Genji, and Molly. And then in terms of decorations, like possible decor areas, we are gonna do a card reading stand, whether that be Oracle or Tarot or both. I'm gonna do a glowing mushroom and / glowing moss forest. I wanna make a potion store, and then either a spellbook store or spellbook library. I'm not quite sure which one yet. I also wanna make a crescent moon pond, maybe like a little garden shed area for all the herbs that are used in potions and whatnot. That is the bulk of what we plan. I'm very excited about that, and I know, I was saying that I might do the Coraline theme idea, and I very well might. But for right now, I'm also still excited about the creative ideas that we came up with for the current theme. The only other thing that I was really especially like unsure about for possibly recreating my Coraline Island is just the fact that, what do I name it? Because the previous island was named Beldum, and I don't want to necessarily just call it Beldum 2. I mean, I might. I might, who knows? I might do it, but I feel like if I just put Beldum again without the 2, then it might be confusing. Ooh. Thought bubble. Are you leaving, Flo? Are you going back to progressive? Here. Flo is leaving. Bestie. You know what? She's definitely not my fave, but I don't think that she's terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and let her leave this, that way I can villager hunt in the future. All right. I realized earlier that I accidentally forgot to go talk to Isabel when I said I was going to, so oopsies. Sorry about that. I'll go talk to her now and then resume my villager session where I go and talk to all of them. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. I feel like somehow it went down a star. I don't know how that would have happened, but I feel like it might have. Hello, Isabel. Watch me somehow have 3 stars though. Oh, it's 2 stars, great. I wasn't right either way. Let's see what she says though. Oh, does anybody happen to know for this part of Animal Crossing, whenever Isabel is saying something like, I've been shipwrecked there a few times, so I consider myself an authority, and I've got ideas. I feel like whatever it is that she's saying that the villagers apparently said regarding reviewing your island and the experience on it. Does anybody know if those are actual complaints for things that it's telling you, hey, go work on this so you can improve your rating? Like, are those sayings that she's saying like right now, is that actually relevant and real? Or is it just part of the dialogue? I hope I explained that clearly. I'm really sorry if I didn't. I didn't know how else to articulate my question. I'm gonna talk to Isabel one more time. If you weren't there for this portion of the stream, I made a new island tune, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna play it, and I want you to listen very, very closely. And just tell me in the comments if you recognize it. I'm not actually going to change it. I'm just going to click play whenever I pull it up. All right, now listen very closely. All right, one more time. And then listen to Isabel sing it. She was like, oh, you didn't even change anything. I'm not gonna lie. I just now did not pay full attention to her suggestions, whether they're actually relevant or not. So I don't know what I need to do to work on my island, but we'll talk to all the villagers and we'll do a little bit of island work. Hello, Colton. Look who's here. If it isn't Lexi, glad we finally connected again. There's been a major plot twist in the new season of Colton. I live here now. It's all because of that conversation we had back at the campsite, believe it or not. I did not want to invite him, but I felt like I had to. I mean, technically I did have to because you've got to invite like your first campsite villager. Colton, I've talked to Flo, I've talked to Tutu and Coco. I haven't talked to Bob yet. Hello, Bob. Hi, how you doing? Let's chat. Another neat day on Wyldwood. I'm not gonna lie, I thought Quinn's popsicle was just a lightsaber, and I was like, since when did Animal Crossing collab with Star Wars? I was like, what? Is that proper? Where are you headed? Isn't proper an adjective? I feel like that shouldn't be a nickname. I don't remember if I've had Quinn in the past. I think actually maybe I did like once. Like, I didn't remember that being her catchphrase, and I was just a little confused. All right, checking my villager list. Who have we not hung out with today? Who have we not checked in with? Let's go see. So, Coco, check. Flo, check. Tutu, Bob, Colton, Quinn, check. I need to talk to Lyman, Tasha, and Lucky, but I don't think any of them were home. I mean, maybe Lyman's home. His house is on the beach. You guys are probably like, why are there 2 houses down here and a bunch up there? Whenever I first made the island, I put these 2 houses on the beach. That way, whenever I eventually unlocked terraforming, I would have, ideally, if it worked out, as much space as possible on the island to terraform. And I wouldn't have to worry about moving as many houses. I think this one's Lyman's house. Oh, they're hanging out together. Are they dating? Are Lyman and Tasha dating, you guys? Sorry if that made y'all nauseous. I spin sometimes because I think it looks fun, but I realize it makes y'all nauseous. I'm sorry. But goodness gracious. Are these 2 secretly dating? Ooh. Lyman was getting a little jealous that I was standing so close to Tasha, so he had to run over there. Clearly, these 2 are in a secret romance. We got love blossoming on this island. Love Island who? How funny. Nice, nice. You came by to see Lyman too. Yeah, but you really came by to see Lyman. Don't you think the layout here is just so fresh and energetic? That Lyman is a design guru. She literally is so in love with him. It's clear as day to me. Lexi, stop by for a visit. First Tasha is here and now you're here. I'm a popular guy today. Let's talk. Since Tasha is here, I thought we should work on our lats. Or would you prefer abs or quads, glutes, biceps, delts, pecs, core? I'm up for anything. Chips? I can never not look at Lyman and not think of Yoda. Like, I don't know, he just gives me Yoda vibes. I think there's only one villager left that I need to speak to then, but which one was it? Let me look at the list one more time. Lucky, okay, where's Lucky? I'm gonna run around the island until I find him. Watch me say that and then I find him like immediately and it's like, well, never mind. I suppose I'm not running around as much now. I need to be running around the beaches anyways like this just because I want to collect as many message into bottles as I can. Ooh, I have a fun question for you guys though. If for some reason, I don't know why you would have to do this, but hypothetically, if for some reason you had to go and delete one of the Animal Crossing villager personalities, but that also means all of the villagers that have that personality would be deleted too. If you had to for some reason, which personality would you pick and why? It doesn't have to be a certain gendered one because I know the male and female ones are split up. Like, it can be either category, but which one would you choose to delete? Lexi, thanks for inviting me to your island the other day. I'm all moved in now, and it's just like you said, Wyldwood is a real cool island. I think I've donated, not to be changing the subject again, sorry. I looked at the museum and in my head I was thinking, why don't I have Brewster yet? I'm pretty positive I've donated stuff from every single category. Literally, every single one. I know whenever I was working on the island originally, I gave them fossils, I gave them bugs and fish. But to be honest, I may just go out and get one of everything. I may do that. I think the last time that I got a piece of art and tried to donate it and ended up being fake, maybe that's why Brewster hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because I already did the bugs and fish and the fossils whenever I first had the island, and then as soon as I started getting more dialogue with the museum and it was being, upgraded, I believe that was whenever I went into the ocean to get a deep sea creature. Like, I've done literally every category. I just think that I need a piece of art. I don't think Red is here, but that would be nice if he was. Yeah, he's not here. But it's okay. Talk to all the builders now. Let's see what DIY recipes I have. I want to see if I can craft a nice bench for my orange orchard area. And some of it could definitely be dyed as well, like customized. You know what, just because it's so simple, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll make a log bench, and then I can just customize that. That would be pretty simple, right? Imagine I say that, and then I just have like 0 spare hardwood left. That would be embarrassing. Also, possibly unpopular opinion, but I feel like this stage of having a home in Animal Crossing looks so cute, and it makes me just feel so like nostalgic inside and everything. And I feel like that's because in some of the earlier games, especially, I'm associating that with and thinking of Animal Crossing City Folk, where whenever you loaded onto the town and you had to pick out your house, there was already 4 different houses spawned on the map in miscellaneous randomized places, and you had to choose one that was your favorite location, go in there, talk to Tom Nook, and then it becomes your house. But the design of the houses feels almost the same as what I was just showing you, just like not as good of quality, of course, because it's an older game, you know. All right, depending on how much space I end up having, I could honestly craft like 2 benches with that. On here, I almost forgot it. I need to customize the stuff. Could you imagine if I, took that out, went to go and craft it, and then I forgot the customization kits? That would probably be really aggravating. I'm not gonna lie. I think what I'm gonna do, you guys, is go ahead and craft and customize this, place it by my orange orchard, and I may just go ahead and do a super quick time travel and villager hunt. I just wish, though, that whenever you did that, that you could go forward by a couple of days and guarantee... Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. Forget what I was just trying to say, because I realized I was in fact wrong and I just stopped my own sentence altogether. I know I can spam the buttons on my Joy-Cons to make them go a little bit faster, but sometimes listening to the game sounds like that just feels, I don't know, really wholesome. Again, nostalgic. Okay, all done for now. Now I've got to customize them. Let's see. Dark wood, orange wood, white wood, or white birch. You know what? I was going to customize it, but now that I'm looking at my options, I think I kind of do just prefer the standard dark wood. Okay. Let me just get my ladder, and then I'll go over to where the orange orchard is so I can set down the benches. While I'm doing this and I'm taking care of this, let me know in the comments if you feel like commenting. How are you guys? How are you doing? Are you taking care of yourselves? Are you feeling okay? If you have not been hydrating enough, please go get a drink of water. If you have not eaten, whenever you're seeing this or listening to this, depending on what you're doing, if you have not eaten, please go eat something, even if it's just a snack or if it's something super unhealthy. It's better than not eating at all. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of your bodies. You are loved, you are important, and you are worthy. I thought for some reason for a second this was where the orange orchard was, and I was like, wait a second. I don't remember getting a pond up there. But no, I was just in the wrong spot. It's literally right here. I kind of debated maybe removing some of these orange trees, just because I do feel like it kind of sort of blocks the benches, but at the same exact time, part of me almost kind of likes how hidden it feels. Okay, let's try this again, because it's like not wanting to place for some reason. Go back this way, and then I think I should be good from here. Yep, all right. I like it. It's like a little hidden scenery area. Okay, so very quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and save, and I'm gonna start time traveling because I want to do a little bit of a villager hunt with you guys. I'm gonna do a little bit of a villager hunt. I'm not gonna look for a specific villager. I just want it to be, ideally in my own little perfect world, be one of the villagers that I listed for you guys earlier, which if you would like a refresher, I will read that to you now. Just give me a second. I shouldn't take as long to get the paper this time. Okay. Here's the list of villagers again. Portia, Coco, Rodeo, Kiki, Muffy, Poppy, Olive, Bones, Genji, and Molly. I've already got I almost said I already got Portia. I meant to say I already have Coco. I don't have anybody else that I need on the list yet. Or actually, I guess I forgot to write this down, but I feel like I remember on that stream where we planned this out that one of the villagers was gonna be switched with Lucky. I don't know. I don't fully remember, but he can stay on the island for now. It's fine. Personally, I consider him rather witchy. Go right here, really, really, really fast. Oh. I had a little brain fart for a second and I was like, what am I supposed to click on? I'm gonna risk it and go forward 2 days instead of 1 day. What I used to do all the time when I did a bunch of villager hunting related content was go forward 1 day at a time to make sure I wouldn't accidentally autofill it. But to be honest, because I don't play this every single day anymore or anything, like maybe like at most a couple times per week, I don't really mind that much if it ends up being an autofill. Or just a villager that I'd end up taking home or something that I don't like. Because I very well may reset this island anyway, so I'm not super concerned about it. I just thought it would be fun to villager hunt a little bit on the stream with you guys. On the stream, on the video. Oh my gosh, I just thought about something. I think I may have said that multiple times throughout this video already. I think I may have accidentally said stream a couple of times and I meant to say video. I'm very sorry. I'm a whole mess today apparently, but you know what? It's fine. Sometimes we are just messes in life. And that's okay. Being a mess every now and then is part of growth, and it's part of life. I'm gonna make a guess. If for some reason I do end up finding somebody on the villager list, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be Poppy or Olive. I feel like especially Poppy. I don't feel like it's going to be a dog villager or a cat villager though, because I feel like cat and dog villagers are notoriously a lot harder to find on a mystery island for the sole reason that because there's so many dog villagers and so many cat villagers, it makes the percentage of finding a specific one very, very small. See, I went forward 2 days, but it's still doing this. I'm gonna see, I don't want to do that. I think somebody explained to me a while back that whenever you're time traveling, you don't necessarily have to fully close out of Animal Crossing. I just do it out of preference and also habit. Here we go. I'll count out the tickets that I use, and I think I'm going to go to, at the very least, 5 islands, maybe more, but I will definitely go to at least 5 for sure. Ooh, and you know what I might do? Just for fun, just to give it a little extra spice, you know what I might do? Whenever I go to the islands and I look at these villagers, no matter who it is, I'm gonna rate them out of 5 stars. We're gonna use a 5-star system, you know, 5-star being the absolute best that I could give them and 1 star being like the worst. And if I really dislike them that badly, I'll say 0 stars, even though that's technically not an answer because it has to be at least 1. You know what I mean though? I feel like a lot of us out there probably have at least that 1 villager or that 1 NPC of some sort that is our 0-star character. And if that applies to you, I'd love to know which villager that is, or NPC, depending on who it is. You know what I wish New Horizons had? I don't know who here has played Animal Crossing Pocket Camp before, but sometimes whenever you're waiting for something to load on there, it'll have like a little slideshow kind of thing, and it'll give you something to look at, slide through, and read while you're waiting. Like, it'll be like, hey, did you know that this villager, the blah, 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 whatever it is, like, I don't know, just, I feel like it's very cute, and it's better than having a completely black screen. So if we had something of that sort, maybe in New Horizons or the next Animal Crossing, that would be cool. Not necessarily the most important thing. In fact, it's probably one of the least important things here. But it's one of the many things I personally feel like would be really nice to have. Okay. Let's... Where was Flo's house at? Okay. Let's go see if it autofilled. I'm honestly kind of scared that it did. Already by itself? Nope. Okay, cool. How many tickets do I have? Okay. You know what? Since I already have this stack, somehow already out of 5, I'm going to continue to use that one. And I've got to drop my ladder because if you don't know, friends, if you go villager hunting in Animal Crossing, let go of your ladder and like just drop it literally anywhere else on your island or leave it in your storage. It stops the mystery islands with cliffs from spawning, so that way it makes it a lot faster and easier to villager hunt, especially if you're a fellow content creator. So, the more you know. Hearing Orville's little voice singing the island tune that I put, that is just, that's so good. I love that so much. Oh, another thing about like details for Animal Crossing, possible ideas for future games, or for this one if they ever decided to. Let's say, specifically speaking about the next Animal Crossing, let's say maybe we have an airport again, or maybe like a train station, or whatever it is that like is the cause for travel to go to other people's islands. I really, really wish that instead of like having to constantly redo the dialogue over and over and over, especially if it's something like a villager hunt, I wish we could just go from Mystery Island to Mystery Island, and just every time that we do that, it still subtracts a Nook Miles ticket like it does now. That would just be so convenient. So convenient. Alright, let's see who it is. Who is it? Respectfully, I don't hate him, but I definitely don't necessarily like him either. I will give him 2 stars. I would have given him 1 star. I almost did, but I'm gonna say 2 stars. I don't like him, and he also kind of weirds me out because if you don't know, on Happy Home Paradise, whenever he gives you his requested theme, he literally asks for a toilet, bathroom themed house. Like, just the whole house, bathroom themed. Like, who in their right mind wants a bathroom themed house? Imagine you go house hunting you go buy yourself a house, right? For you and your loved ones or something, or just for yourself. You go into the house and there's just a toilet in every room. There's a bidet in every room. There's a urinal in every room. Like, could you imagine? And they're just like a bunch of like framed fancy pictures of toilets all over the walls too. That would be really weird. Oh, and if I didn't say his name, that first villager was Lionel. I don't remember if I said it or not. So just in case I didn't, his name is Lionel. I've talked about this before, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and mention it again. If I had to give you guys a prediction for what I see for the future for Animal Crossing, I feel like whenever we not like get to play it, like not when the game drops, but just when we simply get like official, straight from Nintendo information about the next Animal Crossing, I feel like we'll hear about that realistically in 2025 at some point, but I don't think that we would actually get to play it and have it dropped until like 2026 or even as far as 2027, and I really hope it's not 2027, but it's out of our hands and control if it is. Like, I feel like we'll eventually hear about it, but we're not going to be able to play it for at least another year. This villager, I think, is named Flip, and I don't like him. He was on my New Leaf Town, and I find him kind of annoying. But of all the monkey villagers, he's not too bad. I feel like the monkey villagers and the gorilla villagers collectively were done kind of dirty by Nintendo. The monkeys are a bit better than the gorillas, though. I'm gonna say Flip. You know what? If we're doing half stars as part of this too, I would give him 2.5. I like him slightly better than I do Lionel, but I don't necessarily like either of them that much. That was our second villager. We got 2 back-to-back boy villagers. I'm gonna guess that the next one is gonna be a girl villager, but who knows? I could be wrong. Ooh, now that kind of has me wondering. I wonder if if I go and search it or something, how many girl villagers there are in comparison to boy villagers. I'm very curious, actually. While the next island is loading up, I'm gonna look that up, and I will let you guys know as soon as I see and I find out. I feel like this is going to be a girl villager, and I think it's going to be a bear, including cubs, whether it's tall bear or a bear cub. I feel like it's going to be a bear of some kind, or maybe like a very small villager. It's kind of like how the hamsters and the squirrels are very small. All right. Give me just a second. I'm going to look it up. How many boy villagers are in Animal Crossing? That does not answer my question at all, but thanks. I'm trying to find an exact list of it, but nothing's really answering that much. Okay, I have no idea because the answers online are not being clear enough, but if you happen to know, I would love it and appreciate if you could tell me because I am super curious now. Let's go see who our third villager is. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, there's like 2 or 3 of the wolves that I get mixed up. Which one is this? It's either Lobo or Wolfgang, I think. Don't roast me if I'm wrong. We have 2 islands left to go to. I'm like just still very surprised that we haven't seen a girl villager yet. Thought we would have seen at least one, but it's not that it's important or anything, because like there's both boy villagers and girl villagers on my list I need. So it really doesn't necessarily matter that much, but I'm just confused. I thought I would have seen one by now. This will be, by the way, our 4th island, and then we will have 1 more island to look at afterwards. And let's say in this scenario, I don't end up taking a villager home. I'm just gonna let it autofill. It's not that big of a deal to me at the moment. In fact, a lot of the time, unless for some reason I'm in like a hurry to finish an island ASAP, then I don't really care too much whatever a villager autofills, because they can be kicked out. And yes, sometimes it is a bit of an inconvenience, but it is what it is. All right, who is it? Oh, okay, so we have our first girl villager. I believe her name is Bengal. That's not a villager that we need, but she is a sweetie pie. I'm gonna say that this next and final villager will be a bird villager of some kind, whether they're an eagle or like one of the normal birds. Either one. I feel like it's gonna be a bird villager. Not sure if I feel like it's gonna be a boy or a girl, but I feel like for some reason it might be a bird of some kind. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Orville, you better be taking me to an island where it'll have a villager that I need. Otherwise, you and I are gonna need to talk. We're gonna need to tussle. The word tussle is so funny to me because it just sounds so unserious. Alright. Final villager is gonna be, can I get a drum roll? Pretend that I'm drumming, because if I actually do it next to the mic, that's gonna be loud. So we'll just pretend. Here, I'll do some clapping. We'll pretend that that's my drumming. And it is... I think his name is pronounced like Jax, I think. But I was right about it being a villager. I mean, of course I was right about it being a villager. It is a villager. They're all villagers. I meant that was cool that I was right that it was a bird. Oh, I just realized I didn't rate Bengal. Okay, really quickly. My bad. I would rate Bengal a solid 3 stars. Jax, however, I don't like him. I would rate him a single star. There's just 1. That's it. Just 1. If you have not already left a comment on the video for any of the other possible prompts that I gave throughout the video, let me know. If you'd like to comment, that is. Do you think that I should finish the Witchy Forest Core Island, or should I just go and do the remade Coraline Island, but like better than before? Like what do you think that I should do? I know ultimately I can still make my own choice, but I'd like to ask what you guys think, because it's just very interesting and sometimes very eye-opening to me whenever I ask you guys for your opinions and for your input. With that being said, that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye, everyone!